and the number 9 ranked Michigan State Spartans set to collide as they always do. And we are ready to rock and roll here at Little Caesars Arena. Brody Robinson, the new point guard this year for Oakland, getting things started up for them at the controls. A lot of their ball handling duties will go to Robinson. Garrett, nice quick first step. Couldn't finish at the rim. Ugachukwu with the rebound.
The key for Michigan State, they got to get shutouts. They're so good on the defensive end. Shutouts, that'll allow them to push the basketball where they're so good in transition and get the ball inside.
We talked about getting it inside to go straight to Kohler down low, who's coming off having put up a double-double in the first half against Toledo last time out.
He's made so much improvement. It's just amazing, and we'll talk about it as the game goes on, but you love how a guy gets better every year, and he has definitely done that.
Michael Hogue, another new addition for Oakland, cashing in there, a Detroit native back in his hometown. Fifth-year senior gets the first bucket for the Golden Grizzlies.
Had a huge game the other night at Northern Kentucky, 18 points. Really, really good player that can do a lot of different things inside and out.
They go cross court. Oakland can fire away with the best of them from downtown as well. Not afraid to let it fly. It's Zaire Wells from deep that time, putting Oakland up 5-2.
You gotta like Oakland's start. Coach Campy, you know, he gets shutouts, push the basketball. They want to get in transition. They want to score. They average 84 points a game.
Carr likes the left side, getting it to 3 there. Fortuitous hop into the hands of Kohler. I guess you credit Cooper with the rebound there, and Kohler with the finish.
That's going to be a key for Michigan State. They are really good rebounding on both ends. Oakland is good at rebounding on the offensive end. They are not good on the defensive board. So Michigan State, the Spartans, got to crash the glass.
Brody Robinson, their leading scorer, 16 points per game, couldn't finish. And the follow attempts from Garrett are going to call it interference. So this basketball will go back to Michigan State. Look at the rebounding discrepancy here between the two teams.
You know, it's a little bit of a difference there, I'd say, from 3 to 305. I would, you know, the Spartans, it's one of their keys. It's always been a staple for Coach Izzo's teams. Defense
rebounding and running. Oh, what a spin move on the baseline there. And a great finish from Cooper.
Another guy that's made huge improvement from his start of his career and just feeling more confident every game.
Career highs in the points category and rebounding category this year for Cooper. Player who was developed under Tom Izzo. Neva Larua, again, the only returning starter for Oakland, tried to attack 3 different Spartans, got denied at the apex. Now Fears leading the nation in assists, tried to get it to Carr, had it ripped away. Robinson, quick pull-up from behind the NBA three-point line, which is the blue line. Today, college line is white. That was well behind the NBA three-point line.
Just got to love the play. They're coming. Oakland's coming to trap them. Great spin move, the dunk. And then Cooper on the other end also coming off on the weak side, blocking the shot, doing it on both ends of the court.
So Ugachukwu checks out. Kurtang comes in for Michigan State. That was a rotation at that 2 spot that you were looking forward to, Bruce. Still a spot that they're rotating and have made some changes at. This is the double down low Oakland wanted to bring on Cooper. Hogue came over defensively, but it leaves Kohler open. Garrett with a nice recovery. Greg Campy didn't like the call.
There's no doubt Michigan State, if you look at their scoring, they score inside the paint. And Oakland's going to come. They're going to make them pass the ball out of there, you know, and make the next play.
By the way, the matching sweaters, we'll see who's left on the naughty or nice lists from our officiating crew after this one. Paul Sells, Randy Richardson, and Steve McJunkins will make the decision afterwards. And we're going to keep the decision to keep it on Michigan State's side here offensively.
Carr's been a little too aggressive, maybe, shooting a couple threes, putting the ball on the floor, losing the ball. You know, I think calm down, let the zone, attack it when you get the openings.
Tom Izzo calls that Oakland zone, in his words, screw it up. And in the corner, they got an open look from 3, couldn't hit. Jordan Scott with the rebound. He's been doing that very well this year, coming off the bench. Neva Larua gets it back. Back-to-back Michigan State turnovers against that zone.
Yeah, you got to take care of the ball against the zone. A little hesitant. He got the nice rebound. Just freshman, first time you touch it, NBA arena, get that ball out of there and let somebody make a play.
Looks like they'll get Scott with the foul on the other end. He's done a phenomenal job going after loose balls. You saw him do that in high school. Has made a big impact. Was really impressive in their game against Duke. Speaking of big games, that one was in East Lansing. 3 top 25 wins for Michigan State. Didn't beat Duke, but we're up 1 with a little over 4 minutes to go. Did beat Arkansas, Kentucky, North Carolina. Those 3 top 25 wins for Tom Izzo so far this year. Both of these teams were scheduled very hard. Oakland had the toughest schedule in the country to begin the year.
Well, you play a couple number 1s, and then a Michigan, who was probably in
Michigan State,
in Michigan State and Central Florida, and you know. But if you look, when they've gone back to the mid majors, low majors, they've won 5 out of the last 6. So they're a good ball club, and they're going to be contending in the horizon.
Nearly 4 minutes in. Michigan State still feeling out this zone. Garrett, 3rd Michigan State turnover, and he flushes that down. Oakland's with a strong start here, up 9-6, wreaking havoc defensively in the zone look.
Actually, the last possession, I think.
Definitely win the Horizon League. Their goal is to win that Horizon League tournament and get to the NCAA tournament. Hogue, one of the new additions, again, a Detroit native, cashing in, and the Golden Grizzlies are up 6.
First of all, Oakland is a good team, and they got veterans. When you look at the scouting report, you're going to see senior, 5th year, junior, senior. So they're coming to play, and this is a big game. It's a hard game. I give credit to Coach Izzo for continuing to play, because he keeps winning, but if he doesn't win, people are going to be talking about it for a long time.
Oh, what a finish by Hogue. Up and under, double clutch, scooping it home. That last Michigan State bucket snapped what was at the time of Oakland's 7-0 run. Now Fears to the corner, Scott from 3. He likes that corner, couldn't hit it. Kohler had the O board. It'll stay on this end. Look at the adjustment at the rim from Michael Hogue.
You got the big guy trying to guard a quicker guy, gets by him, gets it a hoop. Nice finish in the paint. Oakland's been very aggressive. They are taking the ball to the basket, trying to take advantage of their little bit of speed and agility out on the court.
Hogue is a versatile guy. Doesn't take a lot of threes, but he can dribble out on the perimeter and work his way inside, as you saw there. Kurt saying they wanted to double the post. They're doing that and forcing another Michigan State turnover. Practice yesterday, Bruce. The Oakland bench is up and excited because they worked on doing exactly that.
Yeah, and again, if you look at stats, it's easy. Hey, they score in the paint, and the big guys have been so successful. And, you know, they're going to trap them and make them play out of it, and they're standing a little bit. It also would help to make a 3 somewhere here for the Spartans, kind of ease up that pressure of getting it inside all the time.
Michigan State is 23-0 all time against Oakland, but these games have been close, especially on neutral sites. They've been a little tighter. And Neva Larua goes up in Oakland on an offensive roll right now. 16-9 their lead, nearly 7 minutes into the opening half here at Little Caesars Arena in downtown Detroit. Jason Ross Jr., Bruce Weber, our outstanding Big Ten Network crew with you. Cohen Carr yet to score so far until now. Nice adjustment for him. The athleticism is off the charts for Carr, no matter how he scored.
Yeah, a key spot to get in the zone, either that short corner right along the baseline or in the mid-post. It's always a chance to get an opportunity against that zone and score.
Easy pick for Scott. That might have been deflected. Carr to the corner. Kurtang. Got it.
Keys are getting stopped, pushing the basketball, and then the wide open 3 in the corner. Great pass by Carr.
All 3 of those things you just mentioned have been strengths for the Spartans this year. It was deflected, so Robinson can bring it back across half court. Looking for the baseline cut. Wells couldn't adjust, got denied. Shot clock won't reset, it's at 8. Long 3, came up short for Brett White. Ugachukwu back on the floor for the Spartans.
again, they not only came with 2 guys, they came with 3 guys in that post trap.
All in down low on that post trap against Kohler and Cooper when Cooper's been out there. Kohler getting trapped again. Nearly got the pick. Instead, Ugo Chukwu to the rim. Still 10 to shoot for Michigan State. 2-point game. Nearly halfway through this opening half. Battle for the rebound. It's going to be tough down there today.
It started like 4 or 5 years ago. Coach Campy, I had the game, and he trying to convince Coach Izzo to do it. And Coach Izzo told me that, hey, you know, I'm not superstitious, but we beat him so many times in a row. If I wear a sweater and we lose, I'll never forget. But he gave in. Christmas spirit, wore the sweater, and it's continued. I think it's great.
It's so awesome. Coach Izzo's neighbor designed both this year. Oakland up 2. If you're tuning in late, great start defensively for the Golden Grizzlies and a great start offensively. The drive from Zaire Wells, they just don't look flustered. They don't look afraid. They've been doubling the post down low. Tommy Izzo's put in Jesse McCullough now, who's got the rebound there. We'll kick it out to Fort, who makes his first appearance as well in this game.
Oakland's been very good at getting to the paint, getting to the lane, driving the basketball. And Michigan State has not contained the dribble like they need to. You see it here. They keep moving it. Now it's a one-on-one situation, and he just beats them to the paint and gets the easy 2.
Carr thought about the 3, instead drives the baseline, loves that left baseline, and able to get the finish there to make it a 2-point game.
We talked about early that they're not going to guard him, and he had a couple 3 opportunities, didn't make them. Now showed some patience, got to the hoop and scored the hoop. Now another nice block inside.
Cam Ward with the rejection, denying the baseline cut on the other end from White. Spartans could tie or take the lead on this possession. Fears leading the nation in assists, a little over 9 per game. He's got 3 straight with 8 or more. We'll kick it out. McCullough takes the jumper and rains it down as the shot clock was winding down.
The staff, Michigan State staff, really likes the progress of McCullough. He a redshirt freshman, starting to give him a little more time. He shoots the ball on the perimeter, does a lot of good things for them.
Nice shooter's roll that dropped down there for Hogue. He's got 11. So great start for the Detroit native Michael Hogue, who transferred to Oakland this season. He's got a steal on this end. 6th Michigan State turnover. Up to Wells, got rejected by McCullough.
You gotta love the defense, getting back in transition, good block, and they have continued to protect the paint. They're using their athleticism coming from the weak side. Great block by Ward, getting them in transition.
See the 4 blocks for Michigan State, but that's kind of evened out with Oakland forcing the turnovers defensively on their end.
Oakland is not going to back down. They're going to be aggressive. Coach Campy, that's his whole team. We talked about them averaging 84 points a game. They want to push it. They want to get to the basket. He'll live with some bad shots. They want to feel confident about how they're playing.
It's also the 4th top 25 opponent they've seen this year. They know what it's like to go up against the nation's bests. Wojcik up ahead to Scott. Now McCullough. Thanks for joining us here at Little Caesars Arena. Jason Ross Jr., Bruce Weber with you. Jesse McCullough at the free throw line for Michigan State.
You see 3 non-starters in the game for Michigan State right now. And I talked about early, holiday games, being ready to play. Are the, guys taking the trip, going on their break early, or are they ready? And so I think Coach Izzo's trying to get their attention here. Great start by Oakland. He's using other guys. Hey, sit on the bench, watch a little bit, see if you can be ready to play, because the Christmas break has not started yet.
Last game before that Christmas break, they'll have Cornell on December 29th. Before conference play really gets rolling with Nebraska on January 2nd. We're going to talk more about that schedule later in the broadcast at the halftime. Nebraska currently unbeaten off to their best start in program history. But right now, like you said, you can't look ahead to that here in Detroit. And a packed house at Little Caesars Arena.
Oakland has not allowed the crowd to really get into it.
Crash in the glass there. Marshall bumps shoulders with Scott. Both players go back down the floor. Mentioned you might have a bump or a bruise at the end of this one. Locked up at 20 apiece. Wojcik down to Kohler, who's back in. Guarded by Hogue. Fun matchup. Kohler has the height advantage, though. They bring Robinson on the double. Loose ball, and Marshall tracks it down. Here comes Warren Marshall into the body of Wojcik, and a blocking foul. Michigan State crowd letting some groans go. Well, let's look at it again.
You know, you get back on defense. They don't give in on the charge. A little bit of a slide there. Probably the correct call. I'm sure the hometown fans of the Spartans would like to have that charge call, but you don't get that charge call very much anymore.
Hogue with 11 points, hasn't missed from the field yet. 4-4. You see if they try to go to him again here. He has it. Can he go 5 for 5? His first miss of the day coming from 3.
Good open look. Maybe it's easiest shot of the day. They had a little ball screen pop, and he got wide open on that action.
Tom Izzo mentioned the three-point shots when you play here. Some players do get a little confused because you get the blue line, which is NBA line for later today, Pistons, Hornets, then the white line is the college line. So sometimes you're taking them a little further back than you need to be.
Yeah, and that's a factor. There's no doubt. We had a chance when I was at Illinois to play in the United Center quite a bit, and I'd always tell the guys, move in, please.
Scott got bumped there by Garrett. He's got 2 fouls. That's something to keep an eye on. 15 points per game for Isaac Garrett, shade under 7 rebounds per game. He's been one of the most impressive mid-major additions in college basketball this year. Had a couple other offers. Opted to choose Oakland. Big pickup for Greg Campy.
Yeah, there's no doubt he's a really, really good player. It's a little slow start for him, but he's going to be good for them in their league.
Is this the pace Oakland wants to work at now? Kind of scrappy?
Yeah, they're going to be scrappy, really good days of practice. They had a good enthusiastic practice yesterday. I think the zone has been the thing that's flustered them more than anything. And Coach Izzo just wants to send a message. You know, even this possession, he just dribbled the whole possession. You got to get something going. They got to get some. It starts with defense, rebounding, but they also got to get some continuity in that zone offense.
See if they can find it here from 3, around and off. Kurtang the board, though, goes up strong and finishes after the Kohler miss.
Again, rebounding has been so key for the Spartans, and you got a guard coming in and crashing. So that's been an important part of their offense so far against that zone.
Puts Michigan State back up. Oakland had led by as much as 7. Robinson got trapped, tried to throw it off of Kohler, had to recover, somehow did before to shoot. Thurman looks up and sees it, has to hoist. Couldn't get that off the glass. Neva LaRua couldn't secure it. Michigan State might have some numbers to work with. Tang dancing along the baseline. Trailer 3 from Scott is down.
Again, you got to love it. Stops, transition, push it, get the ball moving side to side before the zone can get set.
11-2 Michigan State run. On this end, Oakland needing a bucket. That gets tapped out of bounds, and it'll stay here.
You know, Spartans have been trying to figure out who's going to be that 2 guard. And you can do the little things to make a difference. Tang getting the rebound, then the putback. Then on the other end, pushing it, driving it, get it side to side, and assist. All those plays add to little plays add to big plays in the long run.
Kurtang had his breakout game against Kentucky at Madison Square Garden. Wells, great answer there for Oakland, trimming it back to 2. Good bit of a miscommunication there. Garrett up ahead to Neva Larua. Oakland has numbers. Lob it up and couldn't get the tap home to go. So Michigan State comes away from that turnover unscathed. Transition three in the corner. Tang was starting to heat up. Got his own board though. Gets right to the rim. Couldn't finish. Neva Larua with the block. This is the track meet you were talking about, Bruce. Robinson, high glass. Couldn't get that to go.
Oakland wants to push the basketball. Robinson loves to push the basketball. They are going to continue to be aggressive the whole game.
It's opening up now. A little too open in the interior there. And Kohler with an easy deuce.
Tang had several nice possessions in a row there. Then a little bit of lost confidence. He missed the shot, turned it over, and then he has the easy little hoop and misses that layup. So got to keep playing through those little mistakes.
4-point Michigan State lead, a little over 5 to go in the opening half. Robinson got his feet set and cashed in.
Very confident young man. Coach Campy just loves him. He's going to let him be their guy, and he gives him the green light on those bombs. He's
got the green light for sure. 16 points per game, 37% three-point shooter. No-look feed there. Kohler couldn't get the roll. Garrett the rebound. It feels like Isaac Garrett knows how important he is on the glass today. For Oakland, he has been going in there very hard. Spartans getting ready to sub in 4 players. Neva Larua says, why don't I take this? It's wide open. And he hits it. Oakland back in front and on a run here in Detroit.
Took his time, took a step back, dribble, wide open three.
At all the time in the world. Oakland on the move. They want to run again. 6-0 run for the Golden Grizzlies. Up 2, the strip down low from Fears. Now he looks up and surveys the scene. Got fouled by Neva Larua, but Oakland with a great 6-0 answer. Make it 5 new players coming in for Michigan State. Maybe another statement here?
You got a nice little run, but again, we talked about Oakland. They're aggressive, they're confident, they're playing loose, and they're just taking it to them. And now you come back, Spartans have 3-4 bad possessions on the offensive end, and Oakland gets transition. So let's send a message. Come and sit with me and watch these other guys play.
Fort had time to tee that up and drilled it. Puts Michigan State right back in front by 1.
Fort's another young man that they're trying to figure out. They need that consistency at that 2 guards position. Who's going to come up and make some plays and be consistent?
I was talking to one of the really good up-and-coming assistants for Oakland, Colin Shannon, today, and he said if they can find looks like that early in the shot clock, it would be very good for Oakland today, and Robinson is starting to heat up. And he said on this end, if they can double the post well, which they are doing, they could have success. It's been a strong first half for the Golden Grizzlies on this neutral site floor today. 27 to go in the half here at Little Caesars Arena. Jason Ross Jr., Bruce Weber with you here. Michigan State continuing to mix up the personnel on the floor. Oakland continuing to double Cooper down low. Tried to get it to Ward, dancing along that baseline to keep it alive.
Shot clock.
Shot clock winding down. Fort got it up in time. And we get the wedgie.
If you watch that possession, the start of it, they did not get the ball past the top of the key for about 20 seconds of the possession. And then finally got inside, but now it was late and it was aired pants.
So if you look at the shot clock at the other end, at above the backboard, it's at zeros when it's still in the hands there of Fort, so that probably should have been a shot clock violation. Leaving 2 on the shot clock here. Reset it to 20 rather, so reset it to 20.
Because it's an offensive rebound,
yeah.
Change of possession.
Now it's going back to Oakland on a foul called on Cooper.
Again, Oakland's trapping of the post has really bothered Cooper and Kohler. They haven't come every time, but when they do come, they're not sure if they're coming. They're a little hesitant. They're not getting those easy looks inside.
Oakland shooting 46% from the field on this end. Michigan State 39%. Fade doesn't go from Hogue there, who's leading all scorers with 11. Up ahead, Carr into the body of Hogue. See what the call is here. It's a block. It's the second on Hogue.
Again, little bit of a move, not getting them squared up. You had the same call on the other end a few minutes ago. You know, I'm not sure. It's close, but as I talked about before, you are not getting charges called as much as you used to.
Campy's got the nice list sweater on there, but he's making his point felt. Let's see if he stays on that nice list with the officiating crew.
Supposed to be giving high fives to the official, not getting after him.
Two great legendary coaches in the state of Michigan colliding today, both with 700-plus wins, both with 30-plus years at their respective schools. For Campy, 42, longest tenured coach in the country at Oakland, and that is now our 5th tie that we have hit in this opening half, with 2.5 to go in it.
Spartans, we talked about a holiday game, being ready to play, but I think it's a combination of that and a little bit of the zone, and Oakland's pretty good, so you add these all up, and we got a good ball game.
Absolutely. They're gonna keep it on this end. Oakland's clogged up the interior too defensively.
Yeah, that has helped. The post traps, making it tough on the big guys, and then they are going after, they're attacking the basket, getting to the paint. They're right even with them points in the paint.
Oh, calls glass that time with the floater to give him 13 points now. Another lead change. Down low to Cooper. They crash on him down low, but Cooper recovers and goes up strong.
One thing Coach Campy talked about to me yesterday, when they have had big wins, Kentucky in the NCAA tournament, they've had one guy be special and have huge game, 30-point games. And right now, Hogue has been the guy that's been a big difference maker.
Remember the legend of Jack Golke in that Kentucky game. White couldn't hit, speaking of threes. Players go tumbling down in the baseline. The 4-on-4 look the other way. Garrett hit the floor hard. Lob it up, and the jam from Cooper. Michigan State leads the Big Ten in alley-oops this year, and every single one of them have come off the hands of Jeremy Fears assist-wise.
Again, transition, running the court. Fears has been so good, leading the nation in assists, and he's so good at that timing with the alley-oops.
Robinson the kick out. Garrett thought about the three. Versatile forward. Got swatted. Carr the rejection. Get the ball back here. 7 to shoot though. 3 from White. A little strong. We'll get a foul called on Oakland. 3rd on Isaac Garrett. Coming up. Stick around for the halftime show presented by State Farm. We'll talk about this Spartan team. Talk about some news around the Big Ten. Michigan State in a tight one right now in this in-state matchup with Oakland. 40 seconds left in the first half. In the bonus now as Carr will go to the free throw line. 65% free throw shooter. Off on the front end.
Carter's had a bit of a tough day right from the beginning. Kind of forced some things. This has not gotten good rhythm.
About a 10-second difference, game clock and shot clock here, Bruce. A chance to tie or take the lead for Oakland. We've had 6 ties. Tried to look for Neva-Larua, who recovered. He'll fade. Was there a whistle? There was. Right on the elbow on the fade. Kohler called for the foul.
Oakland runs good stuff. Little 2-man game here. Got your better 2 players in there, and there's no doubt that's a foul. Got him on the elbow as he's going up.
Neva-Larua, the Horizon League preseason player of the year, at the free throw line here for the Golden Grizzlies. Their only returning starter on a team full of newcomers. 7 straight games in double-figure scoring-wise for him.
shows a lot for their potential. He's the preseason player of the year. They have Hogan, they have Garrett, and Robinson. They got a good ball club. This is a team that could make a run and get in the NCAA tournament again.
Now 14 seconds for Jeremy Fears in Michigan State. And we'll run up, quick timeout.
Michigan State.
Well, it's so fun being in downtown. This from Fears off a couple of nifty dribbling moves. Found his big down low, and it hasn't been easy to find the bigs today.
If you watch this, they're trying to trap Fears, and he said, heck with it. I'm going by all of you. Good dish off and the finish. Good finish. Hopefully a momentum swing for the Spartans here to finish the half.
Carson Cooper, the line 2-1.
Cooper has the last 6 for Michigan State, all of them dunks. Rattles home the free throw, so 7 straight for Cooper. And now Rob Thornton trying to finish at the other end, couldn't. 39-36, Michigan State leads it by 3 at the half. 8 lead changes, 7 ties.
I'm out of rhythm.
4th top 10 opponent that Oakland has faced this year, and they're squaring right up with Michigan State down 3 as we kick off this second half.
Again, dribble, penetrate, trying to attack that paint. That's been the key, getting a little bit of a mismatch whenever they can.
It's Oakland basketball.
The other thing, Coach Campy runs good sets. They got good actions. And I know Michigan State takes a lot of pride in preparing, but they've been able to get some easy hoops out of that.
Hogue called for the travel there. He led all scorers with 13 points and 5 of 7 from the field in the first half. In 17 minutes, Detroit native back home, transferred from Jacksonville State to Oakland over the summer.
Good first possession on the defensive end for the Spartans. Contained the dribble, got the turnover.
Ugochukwu couldn't get the 3 to go. Robinson really wanted to speed up the pace for Oakland in that opening half when he could, and started to find a rhythm by way of doing that at the point guard spot. Here he is working against Ugochukwu and gets called the foul there on Divine Ugochukwu. Jeremy Fears, talk about the first half. Not a single field goal attempt, 3 assists, but hasn't really looked for his own shot today. We'll see if that changes in the second half.
And his thing is assists. He leads the nation, but he's also been able to get some baskets here and there, especially in transition. That was one emphasis Coach Izzo wanted, was Fears has to push the ball every position, made or miss.
Carr, they're letting him shoot that. They'll pay for it that time as he knocks down his first 3.
Yeah, Coach Knight years ago used to call it monster it. They would not guard you. They just said, we're going to make you a monster and see what you do. First half, he struggled a little bit. That's a nice start for him to hit that 3.
For Oakland, do you keep letting him take that?
I think they will, to be honest. They will, but now he again, why do you do that? Why do you monster somebody? You get them out of rhythm and hesitate. But that time he caught it and shot the basket.
Feels like the start of this second half going to be huge in terms of how this game plays out. Michigan State, a couple of good defensive possessions.
You know, for me, always that first 5 minutes of the second half, that last basket of the first half, first basket of the second half, and then that first 5 minutes, a lot of times that dictates the momentum of the game.
Tang had his moments in the opening half. He drains the 3, and it's a 9-point Michigan State lead. They're largest lead of the game.
There's a lot of keys in games, but if you make shots, it makes it a lot easier.
Oakland answered in the first half when the Spartans went on their run. It's a 9-0 Spartan run right now. Robinson trying to get something going. Blocked out of the air by Cooper. Still 4.8 to shoot.
Yeah, again, they want to penetrate the paint. They want to get it to the hoop. Good weak side help. Another block for the Spartans.
They've tied their season high with 8 blocks. See what Oakland tries to run here. Isaac Garrett goes to the bench for Greg Campy. He's working with 3 fouls, by the way.
One one of the toughest places to take it in that dead corner.
Coffin corner.
Yes, it is tough to run actions.
They tried to get it back to Robinson. They do. He has 2 to shoot. Step back. Got it. Robinson. I think it was behind the NBA three-point line, Coach.
Yes, he is a confident young man. He has a green light. We've talked about that. He is not going to back down.
Oakland needed it, too. Trims the lead back down to 6. He recovers on Tang. Slithering to the rim and got the roll to go.
Talked about in the first half, Tang hit a nice open 3, had a nice pass, and then he missed a layup, and he just didn't have confidence. This time, I think all these 2 guards that are trying to figure it out, they got to play with confidence. They got to be aggressive. They cannot play hesitant. For
Tang, entirely different role than last year. Minutes up from 2 to 14 per game this season. Neva LaRua working against Cooper, and the foul called on Cooper.
Again, this is Oakland runs dribble drive. They're just going to keep probing you, trying to get in the paint, get it deeper and deeper. You got to play defense without fouling. He actually did a good job, bodied him. He just didn't need to reach in.
Neva LaRua, 67% free throw shooter, native of Sydney, Australia. Their only returner in the starting lineup this year. Going to need him to be big down the stretch in the second half. Chance to trim the Michigan State lead back down to 6. He does just that. Greg Campy's team 2-0 in the Horizon League. Tom Izzo's team 2-0 in the Big Ten. A non-conference but familiar in-state tilt right before Christmas between the Golden Grizzlies and the Spartans. Fears quick first step. There he is looking for his shot. First field goal attempt of the day, his first bucket of the day.
Good attack, got it side to side, and that made the zone shift, which allowed lanes to the hoop. Fears takes advantage and gets the easy hoop. Here you see it again, side to side, attacking, beating, getting an angle, beating the dribble, and getting the easy layup.
Right down low. Speaking of easy layups, Kohler cashes in. He's got 11.
One of Coach Izzo's staples, their little double stack inside, get some misdirection going, screen in, and get the easy layup inside for another point in the paint.
Kohler has really been that prototypical improvement under Tom Izzo. Him and Cooper down low, going to be big for Michigan State this year. 10-point lead for the Spartans. Kohler defending Neva LaRua right now. Big matchup for him down low in terms of stopping Oakland. Wells, tough adjustment. Cooper snatches the board out of the air.
Good possession on the defensive end. Coach Campy comes out with a quick hitter. They do a good job denying that post entry and make him shoot a forced shot.
Tang going to snap it down low. Right now in the arena, looks like the clock is incorrect, so they're going to correct it during the next stoppage and commercial break. Carson Cooper having to wait patiently for his free throws. He'll go to the free throw line.
Carson Cooper at the line for Michigan State, shooting 2.
Carson Cooper grew up a huge Detroit sports fan. Cool for him to be playing in the Pistons arena today. Pistons will play the Hornets later today, so just getting the basketball party started downtown right now here in Detroit. Cooper's got his 8th double-figure scoring game of the year. After those free throws, he and Kohler both having another great day. Kohler's got a double-double, nearly had a double-double in the first half, again, like he did on that last game against Toledo. Cooper goes to the bench. Kohler stays in. Scott in as well for Michigan State, along with Cam Ward, the 2 freshmen. For Oakland, Bruce, here, trying to rediscover an offensive rhythm. What's the key for them?
I think it's Michigan State. Give credit to them. That second half, they've been much better containing the dribble. They've come out with their quick hitters. Even that one coming out of that little bit of a timeout. They were trying a little post-up play. They defended well, and they made it tough on them. Oakland sometimes at halftime makes a difference. You lose a little momentum. You're fired up coming into this game, and now you're in it. Now you don't have quite that same motivation.
Scott didn't hesitate. Kohler got the offensive board. Michigan State dominating on the glass today. Led to 2 tries, maybe 3 here. Tapped out. Navalorua going to track it down. Robinson running with him, and Navalorua able to finish. So for Oakland, when they did open things up and had momentum in the first half, it looked a lot like that, running up and down the floor. Like you said, having to almost recreate that momentum that they lost at halftime. Kurtang couldn't connect. It's going to go to Oakland.
As I've said several times, Oakland is not going to go away. They're going to they play loose and free, they attack, they play with confidence, and they play through mistakes, and that's so important. And it's one thing, the Michigan State, those 2 guards, how to figure out how to play through mistakes, bad plays, and still be confident and not be hesitant. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone misses shots, but you got to keep playing. And that's one thing, Oakland, you got to give them credit to. That's what they do, and that's why they're a good team and battling in this game.
Isaac Garrett back in, working against Ward, the freshman. Garrett coughed it up. Spartans played 11 different players in the first half. Starting to settle into a rhythm now. McCullough is checked in. Foul called there on Wells.
Even being sure of yourself, like Kurtang, just making a post feed. If you hesitate, then don't throw it. It's gonna be a turnover. And that time, a little pass fake. He didn't have it. In the first half, he turned it over. So those are all little steps of getting better and improving.
Kurtang, really his first year with consistent minutes. Dumps it down low to McCullough, who redshirted last year, and he gets the rule to drop down.
And he's starting to have some confidence. I feel good about him as a staff. He can shoot the ball. Nice release on his jump shot.
Robinson got fouled and got the roll for the and one.
Count the basket for 55, Brody Robinson.
Brody Robinson, another gritty bucket. He's in double figures with 11.
He is a confident young man. He sees somebody come off the bench that he can take, and he took his turn, got in there. A good finish with the contact. No doubt a foul and a great finish.
He plays nearly 40 minutes a game. And the assignment of Wojcik right now, who's checked in for Michigan State. Denham Wojcik, son of assistant coach Doug Wojcik. Scott's going to find McCullough. Mid-range jumper that he hit last time didn't go, but flying in on the offensive glass was Cam Ward, and he has free throws on the horizon here.
Oakland foul on 10, Brent White the second, his third team foul on the
Again, you got 5 guys that did not start the game in for the Spartans, and that was a good possession. McCullough's really doing a nice job inside, got a good release, good ball movement against that zone. 22
bench points for Michigan State to that point. To 0 for Oakland. 2 different rotations, but Michigan State showcasing the depth that Tom Izzo felt he needed to go to early today. Now Cohen Carr going to go back to the scores table to check in.
And number lineup for Michigan State, 55, Cohen Carr. He replaces Kurtang.
That's kind of the spot right now that's continuously on rotation. Calls the 2-guard spot, but Carr, of course, you can flip around to different positions. You mentioned maybe even playing him at the 4 as we get lane violations. Another crack at the free throw attempt here for Ward.
Yeah, you can play Carr at that 4, especially when Oakland in the first half went small and they spread him a little bit and used a dribble, and they were attacking the big guys and getting to the paint pretty easily. Now, if you put him at the 4, who plays the 3? That's the question.
He's going to go back to Michigan State. Offensive foul call.
Brody Robinson, that's his second. That's the 4th foul on the Golden Grizzlies.
Brody Robinson feels like he's got a little bit of a mismatch. He's being very, very aggressive. Yep. Got the elbow up a little bit of a flop to get the call.
Carr, left corner three. Hit one earlier from that same spot, couldn't knock it down. Now Robinson running with Wells. Lost the handle, they want to have that one back. He knows it, tries to whip it down low. Couple of pump fakes from Garrett, and he gets the nice roll. Soft touch, Isaac Garrett.
Good possession, good on the defensive end for Oakland, getting the transition, and had a nice easy break, but has made it a little tougher for them.
Back to a single-digit game. Just saw that double in the post again. It's kind of how the beginning of the game looked. Slowed down a little bit. Oakland trying to open up a window here with 12:06 to go in the half. The halftime score, which was separated by 3 points, 39-36, was the closest these two teams have been at the half against each other since 2016. It was a 2-point game at the half in 2016. A Michigan State win in this state right now, too, with Michigan State number 9 in the country, Michigan number 2 in the country. Oakland hoping to make the NCAA tournament this year, as they did a couple of years ago, beating Kentucky in the first round under Greg Kampe. These two legendary coaches going head-to-head again today.
Talk about the success. I mentioned the Lions, the Tigers, the Pistons are up at the top of the NBA now. And Michigan State and Michigan basketball, it's a pretty good run here.
Michigan State fans loving the and one there for Cohen Carr, who's up to 11 points. Nice job to snake through the lane here, Bruce.
Yeah, and you got it side to side, move the ball. That allows all the lanes in the zone, takes it, goes strong to the hoop. Good finish, and gets the contact and one.
Drew the third foul on Michael Hogue for Oakland, who the Golden Grizzlies really need to be in the game as long as possible the rest of the way here in the second half.
Michigan State is definitely taking control of the game. Now can they keep that foot on the gas and take it to that next level? I think that this next 5 minutes will be a real key stretch for that, or are we going to have a ball game going down to the end?
Oakland getting set to bring in Taburu Neva-Larua. Their experienced senior as well has nearly lost the handle. Lucky not to get called there. Hogue now working against McCullough. Spins in the lane. Hogue had it tapped out of the air. Credit Kohler with the block that time. Good job to get back defensively from Robinson. Later tonight, The Big Show delivers highlights, post-game interviews, and complete analysis. 11:30 Eastern Time start, 8:30 Pacific on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app.
Going to talk about one of the things that Michigan State people, you got Fears leading the nation in assists, but their assists per field goal is one of the best. 70% of their field goals come off of assists, and tonight it's 16 out of 21. You're about at that same pace, so they're so good at creating easy opportunities for their teammates.
And 19 assists per game on this end of the floor for Michigan State. 13th in the country in that category. Carr using the strength to answer right back after the Oakland three.
Again, attack that zone, short corners, get it to that high post, that mid post, makes it a lot easier. Another shot block by the Spartans.
Neva-Larua kept the balance to just keep this alive, then goes back up for a second time. Right back to an 8-point game.
About himself, so adding, they're great at defense. They're really good at pushing the basketball, the transition. They're good at rebounding. Now, if their bench becomes a factor, that means they're going to be a better team as the season goes on.
One thing I like about Fears on this end, Coach, today, we talked about lack of field goal attempts, but he hasn't ever been rushed. Floating it up there, looking for the alley-oop. Still 2 to shoot. Fort got it up. They couldn't get the initial conversion. They did get an alley-oop earlier today. Fears has assisted on every converted alley-oop for Michigan State this year. Neva-Larua with his team down 8. Now a big possession for Oakland, and Neva-Larua couldn't get the roll.
Good defensive possession, stayed big, strong, bodied him, made a tough shot, and more importantly, didn't foul.
Who can defend without fouling down the final 9 minutes here? Fears is open. He'll take the look. Came up short. trying to hustle and track it down was Kohler in the corner.
It's Oakland got the ball.
Staple of Michigan State basketball, hustled until the final opportunity to try to grab it. But front row seats coming at a premium today. Gonna right in the experience here at Little Caesars Arena.
Good hustle. Coach Izzo likes that kind of play. You know, probably no chance of getting it, but just that he made the effort to do it. Hopefully it's contagious with the other guys.
And Detroit fans happy he didn't run into Tarek Skubal there on accident in the front row.
Got to keep him healthy.
Right. Neighbor LaRua slipped down low. Good recovery. But Neighbor LaRua the finish to make it a 6-point game with 8.5 to go.
Yeah, and I talked about Coach Campy runs good little sets. That's just a little back cut into a back screen for an easy layup.
Cooper able to finish on the answer with the hook shot. Hogue puts it up. Neighbor LaRua again there, right on the doorstep. Cohen Carr climbing the ladder for the rebounds. A pickoff from Garrett in the backcourt, and he gets fouled. Oakland not going anywhere. The first.
That's when you get old and you don't want to run back on defense and you get a little lazy.
Saving energy. Got the second one to go. The turnovers that Oakland have forced in this game have really been what's kept it certainly within striking distance. 2-possession game now, 7:50 to go.
It's kept them out of rhythm. Every time Michigan State has a little bit of a run, they have not, you know, the turnovers, just a bad possession, missed threes, whatever it might be, has kept Oakland in the game.
Fears fading. Tough shot trying to create separation. Now Robinson pushing the pace. You want to see Robinson keep it up here, pushing that pace?
Yes, there's no doubt. They got to stay aggressive. They're not going to back down.
They want that one back. Fred Campy leaning over in frustration there. But right idea.
Actually, Wells had an open three. He shot that in the first half. That's a shot. Coach Campy likes bad shots or quick shots. I shouldn't say bad shots, quick shots. He passed that up, and guess what happened? Turnover. We had an old saying, there's no more open than open. If you are open, shoot the ball. Otherwise, you're going to screw up a possession.
He was 2 for 2 from 3 in the first half. Jordan Scott getting set to check back in for Michigan State. His defense down the stretch in games has been really fun to watch. Cooper with a good catch. He'll turn, tried to hook that. Got a late foul call here. Did they get it on Neighbor LaRua? They did. So look at this call. Maybe the wrists.
A little hand on the wrist they got him, and the hand on the butt, kind of pushing him out, displacing him a little bit. Definitely a foul call.
This game hasn't been too conducive to the booty ball moves.
No, it
is how the lineups work and getting up and down the floor.
Yeah, and also they're coming at you. If you start booty ball and dribbling, they're coming with 2-3 guys, so they have not been able to do that.
I just wanted to hear you say it, and the play on the floor didn't allow me to tee up for it earlier. I had to get it in at some point.
Basketball has changed. They take away that 5-second count. You can just dribble that ball and use your booty as long as you can.
Garrett with the back to the basket, but gives it up to Wells. Garrett might have a height advantage down low against Scott. He's calling for it.
Got the switch outside, but now they got the switch back. Spartans make the quick adjustment.
5 to shoot for Wells. Might have to be aggressive this time. Fades. Wells got it to go over Fears.
Great shot and also really good defense. Fears did a great job of staying down and staying in front of him.
Tang at the other end couldn't hit. That's the hustle of Jordan Scott we talked about late in games. Or the shot making of Oakland keeping this tight. Then the block by Garrett. Outlet feed. This is where they want to run. Robinson and Wells together. And they get a foul. Who's it on? They get a travel. That was interesting. Did you see Robinson trying to hold his man back from getting down? And maybe he thought Wells was just going to go up, but maybe this fast break went too long.
I think you could have had a foul on both guys and the travel. Travel maybe came a little first. He slid the feet a little bit.
Coach Campy didn't like it. They've got 11 turnovers total, 7 in this half.
Spartans need a bucket here. They need a good possession.
They are in the bonus now. Both teams are the rest of the way. So McCullough heading to the line for the 1-and-1.
You've talked about Jordan Scott, all the little plays, getting the rebounds, defending, all that. His plus minus, when you talk to their staff, is really high. So when he's in the game, the lead increases. When he's out of the game, it goes the other way. So he does what you talked about, all the little things make a difference, and it's helped them extend leads.
His mom, Christy Winters Scott, one of my favorite people to call games with, does an awesome job on broadcast for us. And her son, Jordan Scott, doing an awesome job on the floor today, getting all the little things done defensively. His team up 8, 5:47 to go in this half.
And maybe building some confidence, too. I think that's a key. Confidence, people think it just comes. It comes over the course of time.
Robinson to start and stop. Got it over to Wells. Scott defending. And a foul call with 3 on the shot clock there. Oakland going to have some free throws coming up. Just doing anything and everything to stay right there with 5.5 left.
Tough play for Scott. Just kind of drove it into him. He tried to hold his ground, got a little bit of an awkward shot up, and drew the foul.
Every free throw big down the stretch here for both teams, especially for Oakland. Wells at the free throw line, a 75% free throw shooter, trying to make it a 6-point game. He does that with 5.5 left. Spartans with 3 timeouts left, Oakland with 2. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. Neutral site matchup between these two schools that meet every year. It tends to be closer on the neutral site floor. Scott with a great finish offensively this time.
He looked like a player there. Great.
Absolutely.
Took his time, shot fake, got the hoop. Good finish.
What an answer. Speaking of good finishes, Wells able to answer right back. These experienced guys for Oakland. A lot of them 4th-year players, 5th-year players.
Do not relax against Oakland. They are coming at you on makes or misses.
They opened the season with 3 top 10 teams, so they're used to matchups like this. The strip away down low. That was Hogue who got the steal. Up to Garrett, his running mate in the front court. Hogue somehow kept it in bounds. Now Garrett looking for options. Cross-court feed. And out of bounds, called on Wells. The step in the corner. Margin for error getting slim. Just an inadvertent step, and he had a pretty open baseline to attack there.
This is a 2-possession game. You're going to have to make some plays here down the stretch, and Michigan State has struggled against the zone this last stretch.
And 4:28 to go in the half. We get a foul called. 1-and-1 coming up here for Jeremy Fears. 88% free throw shooter, so definitely a guy you want to have on the line down the stretch here. Cohen Carr getting set to check in for Michigan State. Oh, a rare miss at the line for Fears, but an offensive rebound for Cooper. Scott. Ugochukwu slips it through traffic. Still tend to shoot. Don't need to really rush yet. Baseline drive was cut off, and a foul called on the floor there. 1-on-1 coming up again here.
Gotta love the activity of Cooper on the rebound. It's a little bit of a stunt. Michigan State finished practice yesterday working on free throw blockout and then also attacking the glass. A little spin on the blockout guy, and he gets the rebound. They get the extra possession.
Off on the second free throw, Garrett climbs the ladder for the rebound. Brody Robinson with 11 points in the game. He has definitely had his moments today. Finds Wells. Fears nearly stole that. Robinson looks up at the shot clock, takes the 30 from NBA range. Couldn't hit. Bit strong there. Had that gone down, it would have been a 4-point game. Big possession on this end. Can Oakland defend without fouling? Fears the floater. Didn't get it to roll. Carr, his athleticism shows up again and in a big spot.
Huge that Jordan Scott started it. He got into the paint. He was aggressive, got it to Fears. Fears got in the paint. Now you don't have the block out because of the rotations, and Carr gets the easy putback.
Wells off the catch. Big three. What an answer. They don't go away, coach. He's got 17 six-point game.
And that was the one we talked about. He passed up the open one. This one was even a little tougher, and he still made it.
3 for 3 now. Carr on the drive, trying to hammer it down. And a foul called the way he knows his team is in a battle right now. What would you want to see out of this possession for Oakland here?
You know, again, Michigan State's got to contain the dribble. Again, they come out quick hitter, going inside. They want to see if they get Garrett for an easy one in the paint.
Robinson pump fake. Tried to step it back, couldn't, still 10 to shoot. Naval LaRue working against Cooper. Great job defensively from Cooper, and Kohler secures the air ball. A dynamic duo of bigs down low for Michigan State, coming up big defensively that time. 7-point game approaching the final 2 minutes. Wojcik to Carr, ball popping around, leads to a nice mid-range jump.
Got it side to side, got it to the high post. Nice little shot for Carr. Good possession for them on both ends of the court.
Robinson over to Garrett, and they get Hogue back involved. He only has 7 to shoot. Wells going to work. Robinson has to get it up. Double clutching. No call. Loose ball. Now Ugo Chukwu can settle things down with 90 seconds to play. Spartans trying to close out what is never an easy journey against Oakland. Kohler, the spin move, the pump. Foul called. He and Cooper have been so good with those spin moves on the baseline this season.
Oakland foul on 6, Michael Hogue. That's his fourth.
By the way, career high, 19 points now for Cohen Carr. Now on that last possession, see the free throw percentage for Jackson Kohler this year as they try to wrap this up down the stretch.
After a slow start for Carr, really has got the game going. I thought the first few possessions, he forced the three, tried to drive into the paint after he missed one when they weren't guarding him, but he's recovered and had some big, big baskets here down the stretch.
Kohler, 13 points, 13 rebounds today, another double-double for him.
Again, we've talked about his improvement, continuous throughout his career. Done so much, gotten so much better.
Wojcik was trying to fight around those screens. White knocks down the three, making an 8-point game with 1:04 to go. Timeout call. Talked about this being the Spartans' last game before Christmas. After that, you've got Cornell that went on FS1, then a matchup against Nebraska that's shaping up to be a huge one in the Big.
And along with the Big 12, the two best records as far as overall. So definitely have had a good non-conference run.
Trying to put the finishing touches on here. Looking for win number 748 for Coach Izzo. Fears, nice pull-up. Carr again, the rebound, just flying over defenders and flying up for the and one putback, adding on to his career high with 21 points.
Again, one of the emphasis before the game was to crash the glass. Oakland is not a very good rebounding team. Carr, listen, and how do you beat zones? You beat them with transition. You beat them with making threes, but you also beat them with offensive rebounds.
Can't say enough about Cohen Carr today. 21 points, 7 rebounds. They were letting him shoot the three early on, then knocked down One from that corner. You think it's the more he keeps working on that shot, the scarier he could be?
Yeah, there's no doubt. It's just got to become natural. He hesitates a little bit, and then he missed the one, and then he tried to drive, and just feeling comfortable. And shooting, it's a hard skill. People don't understand, and you've got to work at it, and it comes over a long period of time.
Foul called there on Ugo Chukwu with just 20 seconds left. Can't say enough about the fight that Oakland put up today as well. It was a 3-point game at the half. Ray Campy's team never goes away. One of the legends in the game of college basketball, not just in this state. Longest tenured coach in college basketball, 42nd season. Just incredible what he's done.
He's got to feel good about his team today, how they played, how they competed, how they kept coming back. Also, for the league, when they get in league play, they're going to be one of the top teams in the league, there's no doubt. And they're already 2-0 in that Horizon League.
Yeah, they want to win that Horizon League tournament and get to the NCAA tournament. That'll be the goal for them. 79-70. The Spartans are looking like they're going to dribble this out as the Michigan State faithful rises here in Detroit.